Good morning. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2021. First thing on the plate, Bitcoin is over 52,000 still. It's been really hot this year, and hopefully you are dollar cost averaging into it. If you're buying it in bulk, you may actually buy at the peak and you may suffer. These are high risk investments and you can't just time it perfectly. So I will encourage you to just dollar cost average, take your time, do small little pieces. Remember, never invest more than you can afford to lose. If you can only afford to lose 20 bucks a month, that's what you should do. You shouldn't try to chase this. This is not a lottery ticket. Investing can lose money. On to some news. I'm looking at Fastly. You can see Fastly is down $11 today, 12%. They came out with earnings, and of course they're going to lose money, but they had good growth, 45% year over year. And one thing I wanted to touch base on is real quickly, revenues are growing. You expect that. Of course they lost money, but that's normal in small companies like this. What's interesting about this one was something like this. In January, they upped the price targets. Over here, this is last year's news about whole TikTok thing, but this space is still growing. Whether or not Fastly will be profitable, it's probably not likely. And I did a video on this the other day when I was looking at Akamai. You look at this chart. Fastly does not generate a lot of revenues. And you look at the profit margins, they're obviously unprofitable. And one thing I was telling you back in that video was Akamai. So this is a $9 million market cap today. If you look at Akamai, Akamai has been the big gorilla since 2002, I think. You see the market cap now, when I did the previous video, Fastly market cap was very similar. Maybe it was 14 or 13 billion. But I want to see the difference. Look at the revenue numbers in Akamai. Fastly was in the 100, 200, $300 million range. This guy, Akamai, is in the $3 billion range. And look at the profits. Even the profits are bigger. Actually, Fastly had no profits. So one of the things that I mentioned in my previous video was, if you're buying Fastly, obviously you're either trading it in and out, because if you're paying a lot of money for a company that really is valued close to where Akamai is already at. Akamai is profitable. The market cap is fairly reasonable. Look, I don't really care about these things because as long as they can keep on growing their revenue and their profit grows over time, Akamai is very reasonable at a PE ratio of 30 PE. And when you compare that to, like, again, right, there's no PE ratio for Fastly. And I even mentioned that against something like Cloudflare, and right, there's Cloudflare. You see this? It's actually going up, and it's larger than both of them. Yet there's no profits. Yes, it's growing fast, but again, small. Right? This is 1/10 the size of Akamai. So why does a company like these keep on continuing to grow, or at least the stock price? So those are things that you have to always consider when you're investing. If you look, I do have a Fastly 100 shares. I pay $74. So even with Fastly at 83, I'm okay. Remember, the key of making money in the stock market is be able to figure out where the dips are. You buy it in the dips. And then, because I do options trading, even when it goes up and down, I make money off of those moves. Next thing I want to do is, let's take a look at what we can do here. You see I got this premium. If I close this today and roll it, let's see how much it's worth. So I wouldn't want to roll it out. I would actually want to roll it inwards. So what I'm talking about is, if I already have in June, move it into April, and then lower this price. And see how much do I have to lower it. So here's what I'm thinking. Do I want to lower it to something like this? Now, I don't want to get too close either. If you get too close, Let me see. Let me just see the numbers real quick. I'm adjusting it. I don't wanna pay money. I wanna make credit so that I can start adjusting it out. Remember, you can always roll out. Will this hold? Will it bounce back tomorrow? I don't know. But I want to make profit. My goal is always to make a profit. Hang on one second. I didn't see this thing refresh. So this is not really worth it. I may do, let's try 88. Let's try to get more than the mid. So you see how this is going down. Let's try to get 40 cents for it. I don't know will this work. I'm just trying it. Sometimes it's in your favor, sometimes it's not. As a trader, sometimes I'm very patient. So I did not get 40 cents. Let's see with this one. I want to see if I need to manage that position. I don't know what's going on with cannabis. Oh, okay. So let's lower this to 62. Let's put it at the mid. I'm just rolling another position there. That's a cover call. The beauty of watching me trade. That one went across. Let's fix FSLY. FSLY is not getting 40 cents. Let's lower it to 35. I don't think 35 will work. Let's try 32. Again, I'm eventually moving it closer to the mid. If it doesn't work, you got to move it to the other side. While we're waiting for that, let's move on to RIOT blockchain. You guys watch me do this almost every day. So let's keep on doing this again. It's at $73 right now. But I showed you this earlier. You see this? This is looking really good. What I'm going to do is play it to give myself some room for $2,000 downside risk. And what I mean by that is I will not roll it near $70. That is way too risky for me. I need to always take into account, you see, I always need to take into account this move. So I'm waiting for the market to, I'm just out of the first half hour. It's 10:02. So I think the bottom may be close. And you would think, you see how this is weird? You would think because the market is at 52, right, it should be going up, but it's not. I want to move it closer, but I want to move it to like a 65 or 64. We'll look at what the numbers look like. At 65, I will collect another $100. Let's do what 65 looks like. 65 will be $142. I may go with a 64 to stay $9 away. It already had a $4 move, but I wanna try to stay $10 away right now. I'm okay with collecting another $100. I want to start it off at a 102 or 120, which will make me about 230 bucks. We'll put that in. That is still there. You notice this message? I had to hit the refresh button and then it's gone. So that means the trade went across at 120, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I collected a little bit more money. And tomorrow we'll have to see where Bitcoin ends. And then I repeat the whole process all over again. Okay, let's see what's trade is next. I went back to look at the history. MasterCard on Friday, I collected $145 per contract. Okay, let's take a look at what it is today. You toggle all four legs, hit the close button. So if I collected 140, I can close it for, let's say, $1. I made $40 for each contract, which is $80 profit in less than a week. Not bad. That's more than $1 a day. So let's try it. Let's see, can we close it? Oh, I think I already have it open already. So let's just change that. Instead of 60, let's just move it closer to the mid. Let's put this thing closer to the mid and see what happens. Okay, I just fixed another cash secure put. I moved it out 2 weeks, I guess. Lowered it 50 cents. Collected a net premium about $25. This is on Rocket Mortgage. Rocket has been trending down. I do that because sometimes you don't have to own anything until you really are forced to. So while you can still row, I still collect premiums on my cash. So that's what I did. I changed up my FSLY. I'm still trying to get this sold. Haven't got it across yet. I want to see if can I get this one across for $10 or $9. At this point, I think this video will be coming to an end. I was not able to get the FSLY across, but as you can see, FSLY is still down $12. AKAM is actually down with it, but I do think Akamai is still a slightly better deal for a profitable company with similar market cap. FSLY, Cloudflare, and some of the newer ones, they're a little bit more higher risk, so those you have to hold on long term. I write cover calls on them, so I don't really care per se, and my cost basis is in the $77 range, I think, for FSLY. So I've been making money on it, but I don't really care. My cost basis in Akamai is probably under $50 at this point. Again, the strategy is you got to get into these when they're cheap. This thing, it hit $130 twice, I think, already. And the key is if you can get it in when it's value or when it's cheaper, that's how you make money. As I bring this video to an end, don't forget, if you're on Facebook, come and join Investing 102. Otherwise, just make sure you hit the like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment below. Let me know how you're doing on this red day. Let me know how's your trading going for 2021. With that, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. Have a profitable day. Bye-bye.